Purple G Mimi here, about to make a rack of lambs. Okay. Now before I get started, yes, I am aware I'm wearing white. Yes, I don't care. I have somewhere to go after this. But I need to do, I need to marinate my food before I leave so that tomorrow, Labor Day, I can get my grill going. So, this is not any type of recipe. This is how I normally cook. Whenever I have to make something, I just throw whatever I have in the fridge and whatever I think will taste good together. And that's what I'm going to do for you right now. What I already started doing is I got my little plastic bag and I'm going to throw my rack of lambs in there. Just like that. No order. It doesn't matter. It's all going to go in your tummy. So, the way to cut these are, you just want to go right down the middle. Make sure you got a good cutting knife. You want to hold the bone and then you want to just cut down. And it's pretty easy. Then it might be a little bit hard at the end, but then you can just cut it off like that. There you go. And you keep on going until you're done. Just make sure you don't cut your fingers. You know what? Actually, we'll make this easier is to use some food cutter scissors. There we go. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like I said, we're gonna cut down the middle. And you might have a little bit of hard time cutting that last bit. What I do, because I'm a rookie cook, I just cook at home. It's for fun. I'm not a chef. So you can listen to me or don't. Do what you want. Cut it just right here with some kitchen scissors. To me, that makes it easier. Actually, I'm going to cut a little bit of this fat off because we are trying to wash our lady lumps. I just finished cutting up all my rack of lamb. Now I'm going to wash these nasty hands. It's always good to wash your hands. You don't want any type of cross-contamination, you know, with any of your ingredients that you're about to use. Alright, all done washing. Use this to wipe it off. You know what, earlier today, do you hate paper cuts? Because I hate paper cuts. I basically stabbed myself with the paper today and my fingers all burnt, so I just felt it when I washed it. So sad. Anyways, let's get back to the rack of lamb. Rack of lamb, that's what it is. Oh man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some dry ingredients. I really like, this is a Flavor God. He's awesome. He has a nice selection of seasonings. So I'm going to use his lemon garlic, his Himalayan salt and peppercorn. Actually, and peppercorn, and then his honey barbecue. Because what I want is I want these to taste tangy but sweet and savory. I really love pungent foods. I love when I eat something and it's not bland. I hate bland food. I'd rather not eat. Well, no, I can't say I'd rather not eat, but let's just say I don't really like bland food. So I like to have everything spicy. Like, not spicy hot, but spice like spice. And I love eating because I'm a total foodie. So I'm just adding those three things in. I'm going to also add some Trader Joe garlic powder because who doesn't like garlic powder? Then I'm also going to add some Gateway to the North. Is this maple garlic spice that I got from the Spice House in Chicago. It's a little dried up. Hold on. Nothing that a little bit of shaking can't. Easy peasy. That happens sometimes when the moisture gets in your seasoning and then it kind of comes together, coagulates. Alrighty, for the last couple ingredients, I'm going to add some of my wet ingredients. I like teriyaki. Normally people do soy sauce if they want something a little bit more sweet and savory and Asian type of style, but I like teriyaki more, so I'm going to add that. Oh, yes, it's going to be good marinade. Yeah, good marinade. I have Wishishere sauce. Some people can't say, they say Wishishere, whatever it is. That's when I'm going to use a little bit of dash of that. I just think it gives everything a good flavor. I like to add apple cider vinegar because I feel like it's a good tenderizer. And it's healthy for you. So why not? Alright. Now, My favorite ingredient. I'm about to drink this after I finish marinating this. It's some red wine. This is the good stuff. I really like Apothic Red. You can get it at Trader Joe's. Oh man. No, let me stop playing because I am wearing white. It would be just my luck that I was spilling on myself. I'm just gonna pour just a little bit in there. Don't drop any of it. Keep it on. Then I'm gonna actually move this cutting board out the way because I don't need it anymore. I'll wash that a little bit later. Really? Really? You're messing on my video. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard. It just gives it a really nice, I say robust taste to it. So I like to add a nice amount of that. Ew, kind of sounds good. Alright, then we're gonna go back to our garlic, which I didn't add. Add a nice heaping half tablespoon of that. And just because I feel like fun, I've never made this recipe before, but I love experimenting. I'm gonna add some pineapple chunks. They are frozen, but they're gonna unthaw as I cook them. I think they'll taste really good once they're sweet and kind of caramelized once I put them on the George Foreman tomorrow. So I can't wait for that. I'm also gonna add some brown sugar because I like sweet and savory together, especially when it comes to meat. So, you know, I'm gonna add some of that. Not a lot, maybe about a tablespoon. Who knows, I'm bad at math. I don't really measure anything. I just eyeball it. And then, rinse off my hands here. Then I'm going to add, I already had some onions frozen and chopped up. I'm gonna add that to it. Just like a bag of goodies. And then I'm gonna actually rinse off my cutting board. Whoops. Such a messy cook. I know. I should do better. My dad always says, Chanel, you need to have a clean working space as you cook. But I'm like, I'm just messy. So whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as the food tastes good, right? Last thing I'm going to add is an orange. I think that the orange will give it some real good citrusy flavor as it marinates overnight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it. Actually, I'm going to rinse this off real quick. We don't know whose hands have been touching that. I might cut this like this in circles, just like you would a cocktail. Again, watch out for your hands. And I am using the wrong type of knife for this, but again, I'm a home cook. There are no rules. As long as it cuts, just use it. And then I'm just going to dump that in there. So that's it. I'm going to mix all this together. Make sure that all of the meat gets marinated and coated. And then I'm going to put it back in the fridge. And then I'll be back tomorrow with a different outfit and the final tasting. Thank you for joining. Bye. Purple G Mimi here. We're about to make our rack of lamb. I'm so excited because I've been waiting all night for this. So what I did was I took out our rack of lamb and I let it sit out for about an hour so that it can be the juiciest it can be. When you let it go to room temperature, not necessarily room temperature, but you let it sit out an hour, it keeps all the juices in so it tastes really good when it's all ready. So right now I have my lean mean fat grilling machine, George Foreman grill, and it's nice and heated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw a couple of these babies on the grill. I'm gonna plate it up and then I'm gonna show you the final product. I'm so excited. Again, this is a recipe that I just looked up yesterday, as you guys know from my last video. And I'm so excited to see how these bad boys taste. So right now I'm just gonna layer them on. Give it a little bit of room. Just so you know, they do turn a little bit darker as they marinate. That's perfectly normal. Normally they're a little bit redder when you first open it, but you know, it does change when the oxygen gets to it. So I'm just going to start with 4 right now. And then I'm going to put this lid on for about 5 minutes. And oh man, I'm about to have me a great Labor Day. I'll catch you when I show you the final recipe. Just finished making the rack of lamb. It's resting right now, so it's just gonna chill here. Take a 5-minute break while, you know, the juices settle in before I go ahead and devour it. But I thought that it would be wise for me to share a quick tip with you. If you guys have a George Foreman grill, you see all this nasty residue on it. It's kind of gross, right? Well, I'm going to show you the best way to clean it. All you have to do is get a paper towel, fold it in half, and then you have to wet it. So I'm wetting the paper towel right now. Make sure it's nice and damp. You squeeze it out just a bit. Unroll it. Unplug it. And then you just open it up like this. And then close it. By doing that, it steams off all the icky, nasty parts and all that nasty stuff. Let it sit for about an hour. And once the device is cool, then you can take the same napkin and then wipe it down, and it will be all clean. You'll thank me later. Alright, see you for the final presentation, and I know we're going to love it. You know what? Forget the final presentation. I'll show you the final presentation in about 30 seconds, but right now, why not just try these? Why not try this? I mean, it looks so good. Okay, hold on. Are you ready? I'm not ready. I don't think I can handle this jelly. I'm going to handle this jelly.
You gonna eat the whole thing?
The fish jelly. You handle this jelly. Oh man, it's so good. I'm gonna show you how to plate it up, and you're gonna love it. Adios. For the final product, I added some baked sweet potato fries flavored with a little bit of salt and pepper, an arugula salad with some tomato, and garnished with a little bit of orange. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Purple G meet me back, and we're about to make our lamb, our lack of lamb.
Rack of lamb.
Bloopers. Make sure you're not getting my gut. I just finished making the lack of lamb. Purple G
Rack of lamb.
Thank you. Purple G meet me here. About to make some rack lambs. No, rack of lamb.
Yeah.
Rack of lamb. Is that what they call it? Let me look in the garbage can.
You nasty.
Lamb rack. So I just finished cutting up all of my lack of lamb.